have made it to day 5. This is our last destination. We're in St. Thomas, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and we're going to go to Megan Beach today. We're not doing an excursion. We're going to go and get adventurous on our own and try and find a cab to get us over there, and hopefully we can find one to come back. If not, it doesn't look like a bad place to be stuck. But something that's interesting about St. Thomas, the Jamestown settlers landed here and resupplied before making their way up to Jamestown. So St. Thomas has been a port for a very long time. So I'm anxious to see some of that history that's from old time that may still be here when we walk around town. And hopefully we'll find some affordable souvenirs and maybe make some new friends too. Who knows? This place is. All right, so we're in the Havana bar, and if you know me, I'm all about Long Island iced teas. Well, they had a thing here about a Cuban iced tea. So it has Bacardi 8, Bacardi Superior, Bacardi Limon, fresh lime juice, triple sec, and Pepsi. So I'm gonna try it out. Maybe I can get a little bit more international iced tea. That's actually really good. Really good. I wonder if it'd be easier for people to make these than Long Island iced teas. Or I go, hey, can I have a Cuban iced tea? And I'd be like, what the heck is that? Well, yeah. But yeah, try a Cuban iced tea. It's actually really good. Well, it is 12:04 a.m., so we're technically on day 6, but this is your day 5 recap. So day 5 is our last day doing cool stuff, and we're going to be stuck at sea for the next 2 days. One of the things I liked about St. Thomas was the fact that we didn't take an excursion, and it was not hard to find something to do. As soon as you go outside of the terminal, there is a cab stand, and they break down you into different groups. So a bunch of us were going to go to Megan's Beach, and they put us all in this section, and then there were other people going to other places. But they had a vehicle that held about 20 of us, and we just got on that taxi. It took us about 15 minutes to get to Megan's Beach, and they stayed there the whole time. We just figured out as a group what time we wanted to leave, and we all met there. And fortunately, everybody was there on time. And in fact, actually early. Blew my mind. So it was, yeah, it was nice. So then the taxi dropped us off right in what I call the outlets. There's probably about 14 or 15 stores. I didn't really want to call it the port because it was like outside of the port, but it's right next to the port. So you can call it whatever you want. They have souvenir shops, Pandora, Breitling, Oakley, all kinds of little shops over there. Jewelry all over the place, no alcohol. But he's just kind of sad because he couldn't find a cool bottle. And then we got back on the ship, and we went back to the pool up in the Serenity area to cool down a little bit. and then we hit the hot tub for a little bit to warm back up because that pool is ice cold. And then we got ready for dinner because we somehow got our days mixed up because they don't put the day on the elevator floor like Royal Caribbean, and we thought it was formal night. So he came back to the room so she could shower and blow dry her hair and then curl her hair and then do the makeup and all this other stuff that took like almost 4 hours or whatever. And so we would go down to the buffet, or not the buffet, the main dining hall, and like it wasn't even open. And I was like, what's going on? It's like 5 o'clock. And then, that's our dining time. On formal nights it's 5 o'clock. On regular it's 5:30. And then I'm like, why are we the only ones dressed up? And because I was wondering why everybody looking at us. So I was walking around, I was like, yeah, that's right, because he's just high. I'm like, that's right, she's with me, sucker. And then I was like, I don't think tonight's formal night. It wasn't. So then we had to walk ourselves back to our cabin and change again. And then we walked around. What did we do? We got Biggs. Not Biggs. We got Guy Ferrari's burgers. Heejin didn't like hers. I think she thinks that it was too saucy. Me, I just went plain. Give me a cheeseburger, throw some lettuce, some tomatoes, some ketchup. I'm good. And it was good. It was like, other than Biggs chicken, that's the second hot meal I've had, minus the pizza. That's a given because it's coming out of the oven. That's the only second hot meal I've had on here. Got cold food in the main dining hall. Every time I get something from the buffet line, it's cold. So it was nice to get a hot meal. Maybe that's why I was just preferential to it. Then we went to go get pizza because she didn't eat all of her food and she was still hungry. Then we went to a comedy show. Then we went to the piano bar to wait for the next comedy show, but that didn't work because the piano guy never showed up. So I don't know, maybe he didn't make the ship. And then we went over to the Havana bar and played Friends trivia. Apparently I don't watch Friends enough, or I just don't care enough, because out of 20 questions I got one right, and that was just Ross's monkey's name. And yeah, and then the rest of them, when they said the answers, I'm like, there we go. So I'm not, if you want to do some Friends trivia, don't call me unless you want me to play on the other person's team. Then you can call me all day long. Then we went back to another comedy show in the main theater, and they had both the comedians here on ship doing their bit, and it was good. And, went to the casino and donated another $80 to the Carnival CEO retirement fund. That was really about it. I'm sad to know I'm not going to be doing any more drone work. I'm going to pack the drone up. I've done some cool stuff. One of my videos, check it out. I put the GoPro out on the balcony for about an hour and a half. It created 5 minutes worth of video, but it was hyper lapsed, and it's pretty cool seeing all the ships zoom by and the clouds moving and stuff like that, and the waves. You see the tide changing and stuff. It's pretty cool, so check that out. Yeah, I'm going to go around the rest of the ship either tomorrow, well, I guess today, technically, or tomorrow. I'm going to go hit that roller coaster, check it out, and the little rope bridge to see what else, and go find anything I haven't found or haven't recorded yet and get that onto my video of the ship. And then on the night of our last night, I'm going to do a complete comparison between Royal and Carnival. I've got about 20 or 30 things that Heejin and I have been like, well, and this is cool because Carnival does it but Royal doesn't, or this sucks because Carnival doesn't do it but Royal does it, and we're gonna be very not emotional about it. We're gonna be trying to be pretty much matter of fact. Carnival has it, Royal doesn't. Royal has it, Carnival doesn't. So if you're on that teeter-totter of do I go Carnival, do I go Royal, hopefully after this cruise I can give you a good comparison, and you can make that decision on what's best for you. But until then, I'm gonna go work on uploading some more videos to my Google Drive so my video editor can work on it, because it takes me like 12 hours to have about 25 videos uploaded to my Google Drive with the premium internet package. So if you think you're going to use the internet and you're going to be able to get some cool stuff done and a lot of work, don't spend the extra money. He's just been on the internet just as much as me, and she got the mid-grade one. So yeah, the one right above free. So until next time, I will see you tomorrow.